I'm popping up. I screwed up, I lost my balance, he fell, I squeeze. I'm not letting him up. Okay, I'm making a little bit of space. I'm putting my foot on his hips to stop him from coming in on me. Okay, now I have a second to decide what I want to do. You got all the illegal stuff, which I'm not going to do right now. Coming under, put this here. Okay, so I could just lift under his knee, and that's going to give me a little space here. If I didn't do that, there's like not much space in here. I could maybe get it, but it's a fight. Okay, so here takes the fight out. Boom. Okay, optional if you want to try to grab your gi. Okay, I'm going to do it without my gi though. First, I'm going to just control this for a second. I'm going to slide out and squeeze my knees on his knees. I'm laying on his leg with my weight. My elbow, again, is not going to be on the ground for real. I'm going to I like to put bottom of my hand underneath the other one and lift up. Okay, because that also, it turns into a calf slicer, which really sucks. Okay, so as I'm falling back, I'm looking behind me, expanding my chest, and roll. But one of the key things, you want to keep the foot on the hip. Okay, I don't like to put the foot on this side. If I didn't go into all the little details here, I'm going to talk about some of this stuff today. Okay, remember I said to squeeze the knees? Okay, so you'll see some people putting it here. There's a reason I don't do that. I keep it on this side, keep it tucked, and squeeze. This is here to keep the distance. This is here to keep more distance. Okay, this is also here, keep staying up to keep him from coming over. He's trying to go to mount, right? So this is make it harder for him to clear. This is keeping the distance. Why am I rolling? Why, instead of staying here, why am I rolling? Who remembers we talked about this last week? Because he's going to try to put his foot flat. Put your foot flat. Okay, if I go, now I can't do. Now I have to, if I want to finish this, I have to roll it. Okay, I talked a little bit about a couple tricks. So if his foot is straight like this, he's strong. Like it's going to be, strong. So one way I can scoop forward and then roll backwards. It'll get it. Another, quick, easy way. You can sort of just kind of shrug your shoulders back. You get like a quick little pop. For some reason that works. It just kind of takes them off guard and relaxes it for a second. Okay, so that would be two little tricks. If you get caught where he's strong and the foot's facing the outside a little bit, I'm not going to be able to just pull this back. Okay, so a little shake, boom, you can do it. Go to the roll, where I'm basically attacking this part of the ankle, right? It's like if you step on a rock and you twist. Same idea. Two other ones that I'd like to do from just a standard position, maybe even before I do that one. If you get the timing, here, back, I'm lifting this up and I'm turning my bony part of my forearm right underneath the Achilles here, okay? This is not always gonna work, okay? It does work a lot. One of the things that'll create like a reaction too, and then you go into the other one, okay? So it's something I like to do before maybe I go to the other one. So I don't want to be here on the meaty part of my arm, okay? This is not going to be strong. It feels strong, but it's not as effective, okay? I want it on the bony part right here, and I want to slide backwards with that bony part as far as I can towards his foot. Okay, so now I'm underneath his ankle. I'm almost by my wrist. I grab my hand from underneath this way, and I lift it up, and I turn towards him. Okay, at the same time, this is coming down, and I'm turning. He's feeling it. It's uncomfortable. I can put a lot more pressure behind it. Some people tap, some people don't. But it creates a reaction, even if they don't. So you can work on that a little bit. You can do that at the same time when we're doing this. Right now, I'm not hurting the ankle. I'm going to twist towards the Achilles. You can see his face, you see his reaction in the body. He doesn't like that. When I combine that with this, stretch it out a little bit farther, he's going to feel it a little more. I'm not attacking the ankle. I'm only attacking that little Achilles right now, okay? So it creates enough of a reaction from him. Some people are super sensitive. They tap quick, okay? Other people will just be that little reaction, boom, and then I turn into the regular one. All from the basic straight ankle lock. We have the turning one. We have the Achilles one that I just said. And then you have the one where you come all the way back as far as you possibly can until the toes feel like they're going to pop out, okay? So on this one, it's just like the first one. I come all the way back. I'm keeping this up really high, coming all the way back. Now I start to turn, okay? And he's probably gonna feel it a little bit sooner. Not gonna feel it over here as much. It's gonna feel all through the toes, like you're stretching it this way. You're gonna start breaking the little bones down the foot. Okay? So maybe I started with the first one. I'm in here. You know, maybe it created a reaction. Maybe he was doing the thing like I was talking about, straight. So maybe I get that quick reaction. So now I can be stronger, come back a little bit farther. Okay, the toes are in my armpit, and I start going back. Okay, so might not break the side of the ankle here, but it stretches out all those long little bones in here. Elbow stays in. This, I want high. I don't want it down here. Whether I'm grabbing the uniform, this would be another way to do the exact same thing. This is strong too, where I can block. He's trying to grab me. I can block him, and I can do this with just one hand. Okay, so just a variation. But either way, I want this high. Okay, we'll keep the bone going this way if you want to attack the Achilles a little bit. If I'm going for the regular one, I got to turn past my elbow, keeping this high, keeping the elbow in. I'm looking behind me, pushing off of this leg, rolling, put my weight on top of him. So it's going to be hard for him to move. Okay, now I got to start. I'm going to loosen up on this part so I can do it. But my elbow should not be here. It should come past. So I'm not even having my elbow on the ground anymore. I'm looking behind and I'm rolling, pushing my chest out. I'm trying not to attack it because I want to get through the motion. But it's here. Okay, leaning away. The question before. Remember before I said here? If he's squeezing here, because his leg's on the wrong side, I can lift here and sit back. That's easy, very easy to see. If he has it on the other side, I can still possibly do it. It's going to be a little harder to dig in, but I can still just kind of cup it there. If I just pull it here, it's not really going to do that much. But if I put my foot, kick my leg, and then roll that way, so it's sort of turning it like a toe similar. Okay, but again, these are probably going to be illegal for most of you guys, so, but it's good to know. All right, so here's the thing though. So if he does a straight ankle lock, okay, if I get a toe hold, I'm going to win this battle. Okay, he does that again. You know, maybe he leaves this here. I get a heel hook. I'm going to win this battle. Okay, if I'm able to get it this way, he's winning. But look, now I have an inside heel hook. I'm going to win this battle. All right. Another one that sometimes you'll see too. If he's go for you. So sometimes if this is here, you know, I can't just attack it, but sometimes I can scoop it out, bring it to the other side. Okay, so I'm almost forcing 50-50. And again, now his leg is going to be shorter than mine because this is coming across. And then I'm going to also win this battle. I'm going to do the same exact foot lock that we just did. I'm going to lean the same way we did it. Coming up, pushing up here. I'm going to lean. So even if he's going for mine, get the ankle lock, finish it. I'm going to finish mine first. Okay, because his is across. It makes the leg a little bit shorter and puts it in an angle where it's going to hurt. Okay, and that, I mean, this doesn't mean that I have to wait for him to get a foot lock before I can do it. Maybe I was just like this and boom, I put it across. Boom. I sit on him and I come across this way. Okay. Again, depending on what's happening and what I'm doing with my foot, maybe I want it here, maybe it's going to be here, maybe it's going to be here, maybe it's going to be here. It's going to be different things that happen, but it's all basically the same angle. Here, I'm pushing away and I'm rolling. Time, I have to be defending this. Remember how I said with Nick before to put the foot up? So don't just leave your toes dangling because you can be strong here and get the finish. All right, so I want to keep it up this way, and I want to turn it to the side a little bit. This is going to block any ankle lock, any straight ankle lock. Okay. When I fall back, I'm not going to just leave my foot where he can get it. Notice, even when I fell, my foot's flat, and it's leaning against him. So it's going to be harder. If it was like this, and I'm pushing like this, he's going to be able to attack it. So always think about hiding the feet, what you want to do with it. Okay, so right now I'm pushing away. I have an angle here, so he can't really, I'm not giving him anything to scoop under. If I bring this around, I have to watch where his hands are. So if his hand's here, like he looks like he's ready to grab it, I don't want to just put it here, because now I'm in the same thing that he's in. Okay, so you got to watch where you put it. Try to keep it flush. Try to squeeze it, okay? And then we can start rolling. And I have to put it in this armpit. So normally if it's on this side, that would come this way, right? But I'm gonna keep this on this side. I'm gonna do like a rear naked choke on this one. That's just still same motion coming in. I can fall back with it. I can turn him if I wanted to turn him. Okay, but you know, really from this one, I just go right here and I'm gonna lift. Okay, that's the way I like to do it. But you can also fall back with it. Finish this way. If this foot is here, you know, that's one of the reasons where that would have made me do that. If that foot was not there, maybe I'll come in this way. If the foot is on the outside, now maybe I'll fall that way. Remember the shotgun grip? Where I was like this, and then I brought my leg across, and we started kicking this out. You guys remember that move? Okay, so under, boom, lock it up. Again, you can use that rear naked choke type grip. I'm putting my stomach across his whole foot right here. I'm gonna use my stomach to push it down. I'm not really lifting up so much here as I am crunching down, as if I was doing a rear naked. Everything's coming together. If I move my stomach out of the way, it's pushing this down, lifting this up. So it's almost like a toe hold, depending on the angle, depending on the rep. It might be a toe hold, or it might be a straight ankle lock, depending on, you know, rules, if we're talking about rules. This is the one you're gonna have to be careful with though when you're practicing. Okay, this is the one that you can break pretty easy. And really, if I wanted to get extra nasty with this one, you can do this. I don't even know if I can do it without hurting him, but I'm coming down and I'm sitting down at the same time right here. It's gonna get
tight.
Extremely tight. Okay, now imagine if I didn't let go and I just did that the whole way. Okay. You start doing that, just kick, don't turn.
Okay.
Don't turn, I'm gonna hurt you if you turn. Right? Kick, he kicks. Okay, so this time I'm gonna come backwards and I'm gonna kind of just gable grip. Okay, and I'm gonna turn this way. Okay, so it's basically doing a toe hold, pushing this down, lifting this up. Okay, so he's pushing, doing the same exact move as before. He pushes, I just slide down. I got the gable grip, I'm pushing this down. And again, I don't want to give him too much room. I want to stay tight on it from here. Okay, from here, you know, a lot of times they're going to feel jeopardy here and they're going to pull it back in. And then I go right back to the other one. What I need to do, I need to get this leg off of me. Okay, there's different ways to do it. You know, sometimes I'll be holding, which will be good because then he can't go back. If he tries to go back with it, that's where it's going to hurt and I need to tap. Okay, and I'm stuck. I can't get out because, you know, I can't go forward, I can't go backwards. This is stuck, so I have to get this up. If I can get that up while I'm holding this and figure out how to knock this off, this is going to be better for me. Okay, so now I can move and I can start coming in this direction. He won't be able to finish it. Okay, so one of the things I want to be able to do that before I do that, remember last week we talked about if my toes are pointing, I'm going to be weak. If I pull my toes in this way and turn them out to the side a little bit, that's going to make me much stronger. Okay, so even if he tries to go back right now, eventually he's going to get it, but I'm going to be much stronger. I can buy myself a little bit of time, just enough time. He tries to go back, maybe I grab his gi so now he can't go back. Okay, there's still going to be a fight here because he's going to be trying to knock my hands off. But at the same time, while he's doing that, I'm knocking his leg off. Okay, and now what I like to do, instead of coming all the way over, you guys learned what happens if he comes all the way over, he's going to switch to the other side, right? So instead of coming all the way over, I'm going to hold, make my foot strong, knock this off. I'm going to just sit on his leg right now. It's uncomfortable for him. It's going to be hard for him to finish. I'm holding. Okay, we have some different options what we can do here, but all I'm going to do, I'm going to use this. I'm going to pull myself up right here. Okay, I might have to fight this a little bit because he's going to be pushing. He might try and knock me back over. He's going to try to put this back up. I'm going to be knocking that down at the same time. If at any time I can get two hands like this, I can pull myself up a little bit stronger. Okay, I'm sitting on him, squatting, put my weight on him. I'm going to put also let go of this, put both hands on his knee, push that through, push my hips, and fall down into mount.